Hello everybody, today we're here with Wilson Cross, co-founder of GoFetch Technologies. I have a few quick questions here today for you, Will. How do you develop a business culture and share that with others? Is employee culture different from brand, and what is sold to the customer?
Good question. First part of that is how you develop company culture. I don't think that's a single person's task. I think it's developed by the entire team. It takes a life of its own. I think if you're a co-founder, you do set standards, and you kind of make sure everybody's rowing in the same direction, and they know how things are done around the company, and what the goal is and what the North Star is. But I think the actual culture, the vibe in the office is really a team effort. The follow-on is culture different from brand? Culture is different than brand. I would say there are some overlaps. I think the people in the company, on the team, obviously need to buy into the brand, and they probably illustrate the brand, knowingly and unknowingly sometimes. They obviously represent the brand, but the brand is a standalone piece that is larger than the culture, but the culture has a large impact on it.
Do people have to fit the business culture, or can they adopt it over time?
I think people can have a running start when they come onto the team if they're a culture fit, and they kind of jive with the current team members. You can have people come in not knowing what to expect, and they can maneuver and find their place for sure. That always happens. When somebody leaves a company after a long time, they'll definitely understand the culture after they leave, because where they will be at their next role, they'll be able to kind of relate it back and compare on how things are different.
There's a lot of attribution of startups to Silicon Valley. You've been down there several times. What do you think Vancouver should take away from the Valley, and what do you think we can and should do differently?
So I don't think a successful startup is predicated on someone's zip code or postal code. I think the definition of a startup is a group of small to medium-sized group of individuals working on a hard technical problem and trying to solve that problem. That can happen anywhere. I think what makes San Francisco and Silicon Valley very unique and very good at that is there's a lot of people there, and the majority of them are very interested in finding a problem to solve or already solving a problem. So that's like, the majority of the people there are doing that or wanting to do that. I think what Vancouver can take away from that is kind of the willingness to put yourself out there and actually do it. There's a lot of doers down there. Here there's a lot of people that talk about it, follow it on the sidelines. I mean, if you solve a problem effectively for consumers and you make a customer's life better in a certain category or industry or market, you'll be able to find somebody that wants to fund your idea. The other thing I would say that Vancouver could take away is understanding that you don't necessarily need to be down there to make something happen.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to keep up with more content on the way.